Let's get it, let's go, let's go, let's get it, let's get it, let's go, let's go, let's get it, let's get it, let's go, let's go, let's get it, let's get it.
Welcome to the roommates, the roommates, the roommates, the roommates. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Junior, aka King V, and welcome to the roommates. Today I'm having Alkaline electric stuffed bell peppers made with wild rice and quinoa. So roomies, go grab your plates, go get your food, come sit down and eat with me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can get notified every time the roommates drop a new video. Enjoy watching. Now let's eat. I was supposed to do this video with Keisha, but at this out of nowhere, she get an earache. So now I'm stuck doing it by myself. So before I dig into my bell pepper, Keisha made all this. This is made with walnut cheese, wild rice, quinoa. It's different kinds of bell pepper and tomato sauce, all made from Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide. And Keisha do it in the kitchen. I don't actually remember ever. I think we had stuffed bell peppers before, but this is my first time having it with the with both the wild rice and the quinoa and the walnut cheese. So I'm hoping it's good. But I suffer with gout, so I'm gonna make me a little drink, something that actually helps with the prevention of flare up. Cherry tart. If you're dealing with any kind of arthritis or especially gout, which is like a more excessive form of arthritis, you might want to get some of this into your daily regimen so to keep the flare-ups down, especially if you still eat meat and lots of common grain starches like regular pasta, oatmeal, and things like that. So I'm gonna make this so you'll see how it go. So I'm gonna take a little of this. I ain't bring no measuring spoons or nothing like that, but I'm just gonna take a little bit of this cherry tart, pour it in there like that. And then it's kind of sweet, but it's kind of sour too. I'm gonna sweeten it up more with the agave. Gotta be kind of careful with the agave, but because the cherry tart is sour, and it's the cherry tart will also act like a X-Lax. It's gonna make you flush. You go into the bathroom. Use some of that spring water. This right here is good. Get some of this water off this table so Keisha don't kill me, make no stains. Plus I kind of like the table a lot myself, especially when it's shined up. Let me get it out of the way. Stir it up. Taste it, make sure it tastes good. Oh, I done got it. I spilled it on my shirt already. dig off into this bell pepper so y'all see all the goodness when I dig down inside of it, how it's gonna come out. And Keisha trying to make the plate all pretty and stuff. Let me dig down in here. I was gonna pick the whole thing up and bite it on camera, but I just thought about my shirt and was like, nah, that ain't gonna work. Hope y'all can see that. That's all the bell peppers and quinoa. I haven't got down to the wild rice, but first bite. 1, 2, 3. I didn't think that the tomato sauce and the quinoa was gonna taste good together, but with the mixture of that walnut cheese, that's real good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this up. I'm gonna do this like this. I'm gonna put the inside of there. I'm gonna cut a piece out the side of this. Y'all can see what it look like on the inside. I'm gonna take this piece like this. This should have been my first bite, y'all. See that? That look good too. We got the inside. You can see the difference of the layers. Right here, got the wild rice, quinoa. The quinoa and the quinoa sauce and vegetables was all mixed together. But then you can see the cheese. Then on top, she put some more walnut cheese and the sauce. I'm gonna take some of this sauce right here. Put that on top. I'm gonna lay this on the side. I'm finna get off into this. I'm finna look. It's finna get messy, y'all. And cut this up in a few pieces. Like that. This right here tastes good too, man. It's not just a therapeutic. It's good too. You can drink it on a regular basis. So even if you don't have arthritis or nothing, it's a healthier beverage for you. Like if you're still drinking Kool-Aid and things like that. A lot of people don't know that they actually use pork in the development and the process of making Kool-Aid. So if you're a person that it's against your religion to eat pork and you're drinking Kool-Aid, you might want to do some more research. You'll be surprised at how many things that they use, lard, and I forgot the other word that they use for pork products. But that's what they hid them in the changing of like the scientific terms. So you might want to start doing your research on a lot of things that you probably still consuming that could possibly still have swine in it. All I had was a salad this morning. I've been holding out all day. Keisha took forever to make this. So I'm kind of, I ain't gonna say starving, but My stomach is growling. I'm sitting there eating and my stomach's still growling. Man. My first video by myself, I'm bored. Nobody to talk to. I guess I had to talk to the camera. Amber always say it's difficult, you know what I'm saying, not having nobody to talk to up here. I'm starting to agree with her. What's y'all eating today? Hope it's something healthy. Y'all probably eat like Amber. Amber eat everything and everything of everything. Put that back right there. Now I know y'all know me and Keisha started the vegan journey last February. And at first it was the hardest part about it at first was to find out exactly, not so much the vegan part of it, but the Dr. Sebi methodology part of it. And it actually came by accident, even though Keisha had told me something about it like months prior, but she didn't know Dr. Sebi's name. And then one day this guy came over to the house because they had a program where if you couldn't get to the voting polls where, excuse me, and vote, that they would send someone out to your house to bring the voting paper, and then they would go and put the registration in for you. So one of my neighbors around the corner came over one time, and my grandmother was in the basement, and he dropped the information on me, but just like I did when Keisha told me about it, I disregarded it because he was trying to tell me about the acidic foods and the starches and the things like that, and I was just like, so what am I supposed to eat? And I pretty much disregarded it because I was not willing to accept, I'm gonna say the truth, but at the time I'm gonna say that type of information. So me and Keisha was in the process of trying to figure out ways to pay bills and things of that nature, to find extra income. And I was like, well, I had watched a couple of videos on YouTube already about penny stock. And we was going to try to learn about penny stock, see if we can learn how to invest in penny stock. And I started watching YouTube videos and trying to learn about what stock is, how it works, where it began, and where it is now. And in the process of learning about penny stock, I came across a video And I wasn't even watching the video. I was jotting down notes that I had got from the YouTube channels and reading things on Wikipedia and the Wall Street Journal articles. I'm really in my man cave trying to learn this stuff, and I'm got my tablet and I'm jotting down some information on other things to look up. And the video popped up. You know how you got your YouTube videos on automatic play, and the video popped up, and I see this old black guy. He's sitting in front of a chalkboard, a white chalkboard. And I'm not paying no attention to the video because I'm really just trying to learn this penny stock stuff. And he asked a question. He was like, does the gorilla eat the food of the polar bear? Now, sitting there, trying to do what I'm doing. At the same time, I'm trying to go back and forth between YouTube and 2K17. I'm trying to get my player to 99 so I can go in the park and kill everybody. If you're playing Xbox, hit me up. My gamer tag is XXKingVXX. I don't really have nobody to play on the game with, and I'm looking for some partners to get in the park with. So, but back to the story. This video, he asked the question about the food of the gorilla and the food of the polar bear. Now, I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, they don't eat the same food. And I look up and I'm like, why is this man asking this question? And how is this man putting a video on YouTube asking this stupid question? And I ain't gonna lie, it kind of made me mad, because if I know the answer to this question, I know he got to be talking to some people that's more intelligent than me, and I know they know the answer. And then he asked the question. Then he was like, so why do you eat the food of other people? And when he started breaking down the historical, from a historical standpoint, the foods that I'm gonna use the word African American, even though I don't agree with the term. The foods that African Americans eat. We actually got a lot of our traditional foods from a practice that was placed upon us due to the transferring of one region to another. Now, from what he explained is that even when they go and get the animals and place them in the exhibits in the zoos, they place them in an exhibit in which they can thrive, and they give them the food from their natural habitat. But when it came down to us being transferred from overseas or Africa to America, they didn't do that. And a lot of the traditions that we held dear, we lost, because we was taken away from an environment in which we could thrive and placed in one where the seasons changed, where the foods was not accessible. And even until this day, a lot of the foods that we should eat are not accessible. And everything that's highly acidic and cultivated with starch and everything that lacks true nutrition is easily accessible. You can find it in every corner, any corner store, almost every major not drugstore, but grocery store. Every grocery store has acidic foods, meat, acid, and starch. That's the only thing we eat. But not to say we can try. He put together a list, a nutritional guide on foods due to his research that he could recommend that will raise the alkalinity level in the body. And at the time when I was trying to learn about stock, I was about 475 pounds. So I started doing my own research along with the research I was learning from his methodology, and every time he would say something, I would instantly go to Google or Wikipedia or a dictionary or encyclopedia and look up these terms and things that he was saying, and everything he was saying was the truth. And I ain't gonna lie, it was hard for me to accept, but I'm just gonna give you a quote from the Bible that said that the truth will set you free. I'm no longer 475 pounds. I'm free from that. And if you're a person that's sick, if you're a person that's obese, if you're a person that just want to find better health, I encourage you to look up Dr. Sebi, his methodology, and learn what it is. Learn what food really is. He said something in one of the videos that I know to be true. He said that we don't know what food look like, smell like, or taste like, because how we have been programmed. And you think the food that you eat right now tastes good? I guarantee you it don't. Now, it's a different taste because you have been eating the foods that you've been eating all your life, just like me. A lot of the stuff that we first started tasting, I was like, I ain't eating that. But we started adding other things, and then Keisha being able to cook, she was able to use the recipes that we learned from channels like Ty's Conscious Kitchen, Blended a Bowl. There's a few more, but those are two I know offhand. Like right now, I know those channels because I watch them a lot, and I know that when it come down to finding recipes, we use their recipes as like blueprints. And then Keisha being able to cook, she beef it up. She make it better. You not going away from the nutritional guide, but adding it, making it the way that it's gonna taste good to us. And my body feel better. I'm a heck of a lot smaller. And we actually try to go to the gym and got a 24-month membership. Personal trainer. And I'm trying to get down to like 160 pounds. The last time I weighed myself, I was at like 240. I think eating that vegan food put some weight on me though. But I'm gonna get there though. Because learning about pH. You know, I done heard of pH in commercials. It's pH balance for a woman. I never knew what that meant. And things like that. But knowing now what pH means to the body, hydration means to the body, what homeostasis means to the body. I never met Dr. Sebi. Matter of fact, by the time we came into the understanding of the methodology, he had already passed. And then to find out there was so many people that had already taken up on, I'm gonna say, the Sabian lifestyle. I'm like, how is it that a man had the cure for every disease and he not famous? It still baffles me today how this man actually beat the FDA in court in New York. They was claiming that he was falsely claiming to heal all of these diseases. And he beat them. You can find his court case online if you type in his name, or his real name is Alfredo Bowman. You can type his name into the Google search engine, type in court case, and you can find out everything about the court case. It's going to shock you how his practice, his methodology is not the normal practice in your hospital, in your clinic. It's sad to me. It's too sad. When last time did your doctor talk to you about nutrition? I know mine didn't. They wanted me to go see a specialist. Somebody within the hospital to get money. When, if your doctor is supposed to heal you, shouldn't he know about nutrition? Or she? Y'all know I'm not going to eat all these peppers. It ain't gonna happen. That one right there was enough. That pepper was like a big bowl. So what I am going to do is, I think I'm going to take this big red one right here. And I'm sending it upstairs to you, Mom, because everything in here is on the nutritional guide and you can have it. So I'm going to send it upstairs right after this video with Amber upstairs to my mama, and we make, and I finally gave you your cheese too. She been on my neck about making the cheese, because I've been telling her, I think in like 3-4 videos already, I'm gonna give her the cheese. I think it was two videos. I'm gonna send her the cheese, and she called me the other day and was like, if I don't get my cheese sometime soon, it's gonna be a problem. Now, she wasn't able to walk down the stairs. But because she had taken on the methodology about, I'm going to say 2 weeks ago, she was telling me that she had been practicing going up and down the first flight from the second floor to the first landing. And she said she thinks she can make it down to the first floor. So I said, let me know when next time you practicing the stairs in the hallway. Now, she ain't know that me and my little sister had been talking already. And my sister had told me, like, I think Mom can make it down there. She just been neglecting to take that second flight down the stairs, because I think she don't think she can make it back up. So I was like, well, next time she get on them stairs, y'all let me know. And I'm gonna talk about it until she get on down them stairs. Well, I ain't have to do that. I talked to her like one day before she did it, and I'm like, Mom, I think you can do it if you're not out of breath going down that first flight. I think you can make it down that second flight. And open the door. And when I opened the door, my sister was like, she said she gonna try to come on all the way down the stairs. I'm like, all right, cool. So, I get to the door. I put my chair in the hallway. I want to see the show. She had made it down to the first landing already by the time I got to the door that came to the hallway. And she rested. And I said, "You coming on down?" She was like, "Yeah." I said, "I'm going to get my phone and I'm recording this." She came all the way downstairs. And it took everything in me not to cry. Because at first she didn't want to believe it either. She didn't want to believe that she was holding on to what the doctors was telling her. And I'm telling her, I'm like, "Mom, this right here is something different." And at the time when I was trying to explain it to her, I was like, I kept telling my little sister, I said, "She ain't gonna believe it until I can walk upstairs." Because I was so big, I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs. Matter of fact, I couldn't even walk from my bedroom to the bathroom without sitting in my wheelchair, rolling around, and then walking from the door to the toilet. That's how big I was. That's how out of breath I was. And didn't nobody know I was going to go upstairs. Once I had got to the place where I felt like I was strong enough, I just walked up the stairs, knocked on the door. Sister came to the door, was like, "Who is it?" I'm like, "Open the door." Shocked the whole second floor of the building. Shocked my mother even more because she knew what size I was when I first started. And then standing in front of her at her bedroom door, looking at her in her face, she was like, she was willing to listen. Even if she wasn't willing to go in all the way, because as my sister say all the time, that my mother went into it kicking and screaming because she didn't want to give up the beef. She didn't want to give up the rice and the things that's making her sick. And I'm going to tell you too, it's going to be hard for you to give them up too. It was hard for us to give them up. It was, one time Keisha when Keisha was going to make some spaghetti sauce, and she was like, "Well, I don't see parsley on the list." And I was like, "If you're going to use parsley, let me know, because I don't want to eat it." And she was like, "You telling me you're not going to eat parsley because this man tell you not to eat parsley?" And I just looked at her. And I told her then, I said, "I'm not telling you what you should eat. I'm just telling you what I should eat. And I'm not going to tell you what you should eat. I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to eat." And my mother was the same way with my sister, but like 10 times worse. She wanted to argue and fight, and my sister kept telling me, "I'm not going to contribute to your death. Because this right here it's working for Junior." And I went on a fast last year, a 40-day fast. And I had a lump in my chest. And my doctors were never able to tell me what it was or anything like that. But I started having like palpitations in my chest. My heart was like racing unnormally, and it was like it was beating. I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was having a heart attack. I was getting ready to jump up and call 911. But I grabbed I had Amber bring me a cup of water. I drank it. Then I drank another one. And just trying to see, because it wasn't like pain, but it was like unnormal. And just sitting there, I regurgitated. And a big clear ball fell in my hand and rolled off and hit the floor. And everything stopped. And I laid in the bed, and I laid in the bed, and I put my hand on my chest like, And I felt that the lump was gone. And I'm like, Keisha, that lump gone. Now, Dr. Sebi's methodology teaches that disease is the accumulation of mucus into an organ or a cell. And wherever the accumulation of mucus is where the disease is. Because the mucus is stopping the oxygen and water from entering the cell and flushing it out. But I'm thinking that that's what it was that came out. And after that, my doctors told me that my heart was operating normal. Not only my heart, but I was diagnosed with kidney failure as well. And the numbers came back for that normal as well. So I want to thank Dr. Sebi, not even ever knowing him, for revealing, because he could have kept it to himself and never went to jail. None of that. So if y'all are sick and looking for health, I hope y'all find out about Dr. Sebi, research Dr. Sebi and his methodology. But I'm gonna close this video out because I'm actually full. So remember to live, love, and laugh. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you can be notified every time the roommates drop a new video. Thank you all for watching. Research Dr. Sebi. Peace out, y'all. Action. You gotta lean away, man. I can't look at you, man. Don't look at me. You gotta
get back. Like that when you messed up.
Okay, go get back around the thing. I don't want to be looking away from the camera.
You ready?
Yeah.
You focus?
No.
Focus in your song.
Ready?